5 recruits cornered a woman in the mess hall. Laughing, taunting, blocking the exits, one grabbed her arm. Another reached for her back. A third tried to unclip her bra. They thought she'd freeze. But what happened next lasted only 30 seconds, and when the dust settled, they were on the floor, bruised, stunned, and asking the same question. "What the hell are you?" Her answer, it shut them down cold and made sure no one on base ever looked at her the same way again. Before we show you exactly what happened that night, drop a comment telling us where in the world you're watching from, and hit subscribe, because this one goes quiet until it doesn't. Now, let's get into it. The asphalt between the barracks and motor pool always felt like the hottest spot on base. That's where Erin Vaughn was walking when 2 recruits decided to make her their entertainment. The shoulder check came hard enough to send her clipboard and forms scattering across the pavement. "Watch where you're going," one of them said. Erin looked up from gathering the papers. "My mistake," she said quietly, though they all knew it hadn't been. The recruits kept walking, chuckling, but they'd looked back, both of them. From that moment on, Erin Vaughn was on their radar. She didn't look like much, mid-30s, weathered face from time spent outdoors, dark hair pulled back in a regulation bun. Her PT gear was unremarkable. Plain black shorts, faded gray army t-shirt, worn running shoes with good tread. To anyone paying attention to paperwork, she was just another civilian contractor helping with inventory management, while the base's regular logistics staff rotated through their training cycles. Her badge read temporary personnel, and her clearance was basic, enough to access the motor pool and supply areas, nothing that would raise eyebrows or generate questions. But there were details that paperwork didn't capture. The way she moved through the base like she'd memorized every corner. How she positioned herself with her back to walls, eyes tracking exits, the small scar running from her left ear down her jawline. Most of the permanent personnel gave her respectful distance. She wasn't unfriendly. She'd nod when spoken to, answer questions efficiently, even manage something approaching a smile at Sergeant Williams's terrible coffee jokes. But she never lingered. Never invited conversation. Every morning at 0530, she ran the perimeter road alone. Every evening after chow, she disappeared into the contractor quarters like she was reporting for solitary duty. Most people respected that kind of privacy. But not everyone, especially not recruits. The base was hosting a joint training rotation. Fresh soldiers from